On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Ready. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And he expected not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Second and 10.
79 Broncos. Set. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check go.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Tag. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Colts. Adonai Mitchell from 21 yards away. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right, let's go. 11. Street. It's hot.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Silver.
And they'll run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Hut.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mark Andrews, 55 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Ron!
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
30 left. It's hot.
Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against
right
that,
open,
you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Go, go, let's go. Red on red. Go, go. Red, red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You're just hoping your quarterback sees you in that spot. Fortunately, he did, and it leads to a gigantic play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go, son.
One more time with ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mustang 19. Shut up. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Chap, check, chap, check. Buffalo 18. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Come 19. Come 19. 19 Lion. Hup.
He'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Say, hey, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Josh Downs, 31 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Lisa 24.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Hey,
Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here is third and 5.
Route. 13 loop. It's hot.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So they'll come up first and
Hey,
10
let's go.
now from the 33.
Hey, gun. It's hot.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive,
Okay,
but
ready?
a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on
Hey,
first
Lion,
down.
Lion.
Now they have to gear up,
Hey,
try and get 2
kill.
more stops
Kill.
and escape this drive.
11. 30 left. Red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
Check smash. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Gay's kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Silver.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Go, let's go.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
From the 33,
Go.
here's second down and 7.
On red. 13, Lou.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 67 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18 Maverick. Set. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
18 Pioneer. 19 type. 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown Colts. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Easy.
They
Read
did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Go street. 11, Ag-X. Here we go, sir.
Here's Lawrence. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
Kill. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Go. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Easy, Ralph.
Etienne is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Pierce. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball
19
there.
Lions. Go! 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready, ready. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70. Riggs. Riggs. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. And up.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10.
Buffalo 18. Chap 60. Chap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hunt, hunt.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
So
19
first and
Lions.
goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game, a costly one as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
19 Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Lion.
Well, that last touchdown
11,
we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Sink right, open. Sink right. It's hot.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Hey, kill.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Street. 13, loop. Big 13, heavy. Red.
Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, kill. Hey, smash. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, run.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, son.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Buffalo 18. Chap 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top-5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
11. On red.
They go play action now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Think right open. 30 left. Here we go,
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up now on second down.
Open. Hey. Rig alert. Think right. Go, let's go.
Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Lou. Silver.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Lawrence.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Dragon 60. Check smash. Check 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football. Brent, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come up
Kill.
first and 10 here.
Hey, go gold. Go gold. Go street. Red.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ralph. 11. Silver.
He's back to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Rip, 23. 11. 30 left. Here we go,
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
Now first and goal. And one more time, here's Kirk. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, Lion. Here we go,
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down
Hey,
territory.
Ryan. Think right, open. Think right. It's hot.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead.
Let's
and that's exactly what they did.
On red. Go. 13 loop. 11 Agex. Silver.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. This is 1st and 10.
18, behind it. Set. Riggs. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. And up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Silver.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jags, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.
Society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style.